All right, lastly, this is my favorite magnesium on the market. You guys know I don't typically deal in superlatives. I'm the no best guy, but it really is the magnesium I wish I had made. It's my three favorite sources of magnesium together. I think Sucrosomial Magnesium offers the best absorption with virtually no risk of gastrointestinal distress. They've basically taken, if you want to think of it as like the cyclosomal technology, but instead of being a fatty acid or lipophilic coating, it's a sucrose ester to make the magnesium more bioavailable. So they use oxide. Really, sucrosomial technology could be deployed on any type of magnesium. They use oxide because it has one of the highest elemental yields. So 2 caps can get you 210 milligrams. Then you have ATA Mag, probably the most GABAergic. There's even a study on PMS symptoms from ATA Mag, which is N-acetyl taurinate, as you see there. Mostly because it so powerfully improves mood. Again, it's essentially bonded to taurine, and the acetylated part makes it cross the blood-brain barrier, so it has this powerful downward effect on anxiety, as noted. And that it sort of, I've said it's the Xanax of magnesiums, if you want to think of it that way. And then the one everyone else talks about is probably the safest for everyday use, or the most broadly beneficial, is just simply magnesium bonded to glycine. It's great for digestion. Magnesium is hyper important for making energy. It complexes with ATP. You can't phosphorylate AMP or ADP without magnesium. You can't stabilize it, so it would just leak out of the cell or sort of degrade. And it gets depleted by high intensity activity. It gets depleted by stress. It gets depleted by stimulant use. I mean, everyone watching this is likely deficient in magnesium. I just want to point one final thing here, which is if you just circle back to my original argument about why, because people have been brainwashed, and they're mostly correct, and it doesn't say it here, so I'm sort of, in some sense, I'm over-explaining it, but why would we use magnesium oxide? That's what people have been taught is bad. I've even put forth that opinion. Well, remember, sucrosomial wipes out why it would be bad, but look at the elemental yield here. You get almost 1/3 magnesium by volume. The bisglycinate, or just magnesium glycinate, it's the same thing, is 1/10 by volume, and this is 1/15-ish by volume. So there's some really fun forms of magnesium in here. They just have far lower elemental yields, which means you would probably have to take far more capsules to get a high dose. So they've given you one of the most bioavailable magnesium that can quickly increase the amount being supplied, 140 milligrams from sucrosomial, and then 2 other fun ones that dramatically improve mood and lower perceived stress. If I were to formulate a magnesium from scratch, I would land somewhere close to that. The only other one I've seen that's super popular on social media right now is NeuroMag, which is magnesium L-threonate. It's true that that has some selectivity towards cognitive or cerebral tissue, crosses the blood-brain barrier. I don't think it does anything that ATA Mag doesn't do. I think, in fact, ATA Mag might do it better. There's more clinical studies on ATA Mag. The original study on NeuroMag was based on one flimsy study of rat hippocampi. Not super compelling. I think this is better than virtually all of their supplemental forms of magnesium, and you're getting 3 in 1. So you're going to get better saturation, better overall absorption when you give a blended product like that. And again, very high magnesium yield per capsule. So that's my favorite. I have no qualms about saying that. I think it would benefit, again, virtually everyone watching that.